Jay here for Stretford Paddock. This is the Fulham preview, and joining me is my good friend and my favourite member of the Sloppy Joe's podcast, my favourite Joe, Mr. Joe McGrath.
Thank you, Jay. I'm very excited to preview Fulham.
This preview is brought to you by BetMate, the fantasy football app. We'll get into that a little bit later on, but first of all, happy days at United lately, innit?
Great game last night, and just reflecting on it, it was just the way we sort of learnt a bit from Sunday and that defeat there, and we've come back, and some players look tip-top form. Martial looking good. It was a very good win, that.
It was. Can we just enjoy the good times?
Yeah, enjoy it.
It was a good win. Yeah, Old Trafford was pumping. It felt like a real cup tie, didn't it?
I bet it did. Yeah. I could only watch it on the telly. But the goals are great. Aston Villa, I mean, we're not happy about conceding, but we were playing the classic Maguire and Lindelof partnership that we thought we left behind. But we conceded some goals, not the best, but the getting scoring four. Old Trafford.
4 goals, that's insane.
When was the last time we scored 4 at Old Trafford?
The last time we scored 4 at Old Trafford was 1973. One player who did shine last night against Aston Villa was Alejandro Garnacho.
Yeah.
The boy is on fire in terms of not just, obviously getting assists and stuff like that. We saw him get a goal in Europe the other week, but just his entertainment value and putting teams on the back foot. They look scared of him, Villa.
They did. He's an unknown entity for defenders. They don't know what they're coming up against, and he enjoys that as well.
Yeah.
Even just the simple stuff like his touch and the way he can control the ball, he's just levels above what he should be able to do at this age.
Yeah.
So I hope we don't get. There's the curse in there for United fans to sort of overhype the youngsters.
Are you talking like about your Terry Cooks, your Kiko Makedas,
your Makedas, your Yanazais,
your Tahith Chongs,
your Chongs,
your Angel Gomez's?
Oh God, I mean, we have a track record, but hopefully there is now and again a little diamond in the rough, and they come through. But I think it's his attitude and his hunger that puts him above the others. I honestly think get him a nice. Obviously, we've got one more game before the World Cup. Get him on against Fulham. I think, maybe I might support him on the bench, actually. Get him on against...
Get him involved.
Get him involved.
Yeah, we'll get to your team in a minute, right? Because I think you've given the game away there. But anyway, one area that is slightly problematic is right back. No Diogo Dalot. He's suspended. I think it's accumulation of bookings.
Gutted.
So this is a bit of a conundrum because we'll get to see your team in a minute. But for whatever reason, like Eriksen doesn't like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, does he?
He's not even had a little sniff of anything.
He's not had a sniff, does he?
He must be doing something in training, or his attitude must be a bit low, or his confidence is low, for him not to be even involved in the question. He had spells, Wan-Bissaka, where I enjoyed watching him as a footballer.
The first sort of dozen games for United, and there's audio evidence of this, so I have to be honest. I think I was called by your radio station, actually, to go on. And I said he wouldn't look out of place in a Fergie team, which is like an outrageous statement now. But those first dozen games, he looked mint. He did.
And do you know what the thing is with this Ten Hag team is everyone's had their second coming.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he's transformed certain players.
Donny van de Beek.
Except Donny van de Beek, who just doesn't need to be anywhere near United squad. But at least Donny has had an opportunity.
Yeah, he has. And I don't want to be too harsh on the kid. But yeah.
Something must be up.
Like, it's not even like you say. I mean, we're 2 steps away from giving Mickey Feel in a game. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you want to go? Like, everyone's getting a chance. You're right. It's like the forgotten men of football are back with a vengeance. And that started in pre-season.
Will he be on the bench, do you think? Because he's not going to start, obviously.
It is. I will say this, right? And I just want to add this as a little caveat. Because I don't know. I've heard 1 or 2 rumours that he might not be in a great headspace.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So if that is the case, then obviously we're not laying into the kid. It's just odd. If that is, I don't know what it is, so I don't.
No, I 100% get where he's coming from then, because let's talk about Marcus Rashford, who's looking like a completely different player. We were all having a really tough time with Rashford last season. Yeah, just wasn't looking great, and he's come out and because these footballers, we all talk about mental health, and he made it clear that last year his head wasn't in it. Yeah, so if that's the case with Wan-Bissaka, we completely understand where Ten Hag's coming from there, and it might just be for his own good not to be on the
pitch. Listen, it's not somewhere you can go hide in Manchester United. It's not, even if you've come from a club, like Crystal Palace, it's a big club. But it's not the same as playing in front of 76,000 fans every week and, getting absolutely pelters if you finish 6th.
It's mad. What do they do? When the games are on? What does Phil Jones do? Wan-Bissaka do when the games are on and they're not even in the squad?
They're meant to go, aren't they? Watch the game in the stands. They're meant to, aren't they?
I've not seen any photos.
Well, you hanging around the executive suite and the players' lounge. Hey, they might meant to though, because like. I think they might go and watch. I don't know actually.
Is that in the contract? Yeah, if you're not in the squad, you got to go.
I don't even.
That's work, isn't it? You got to turn up to work.
You can't just not turn up like, oh, I'm not picked. So I'm just gonna stay. And we've got some tiling to do. Like you expect them to be. You expect them to be there. At least watch it.
I can't imagine footballers tiling.
I've got a bit of grout that needs sorting. Let's move on to our predicted 11. We'll start with you, Joe.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm gonna say that this is absolutely scandalous. Garnacho, we've just spent 10 minutes talking about, isn't even in the style.
You know, in hindsight, maybe I would swap it. But
no, you don't get second chances on this channel.
No. First chances only. Let me tell you the reasons why. I'm thinking, right, we need a little bit more pace going against a strong Fulham side.
Yeah.
Both teams, I mean, this game is so important, I think, for the rest of the season. This is the game where we will look back on. Well, there's going to be weeks now where we don't have Premier League football.
Yeah.
And it's always great to finish on a win. You know how important it can be into international breaks?
Yeah.
Finishing on a win is so important. So I think we're going to go with the team. Yeah, Martial got a start. We mentioned that he got taken off at 60 minutes in the game against Aston Villa. I think he has those plans, doesn't he, Ten Hag? You see it really on the nose, 60 minutes. Let's bring people off. So we think that he will be fit. Rashford in great form. Fernandes absolutely looking brilliant yesterday, and we missed him so much on the weekend. He's ready for it. Yeah. And then the back four, you know, sort of picks himself up apart from Malacia playing right back. Yeah, no, I get that. And Malacia's having, I just tweeted earlier about he's having a great spell. He signed for United. He's played for United probably more than people expected. He's in the Dutch squad for the World Cup. And it couldn't happen to a nice lad. He's always one of those players who gives his all. Great.
His top level might not be. I don't think it's as high as Luke Shaw's. I think Luke Shaw is a better player. But I think in terms of application and effort, I think Malacia's second to none. He gives his all. He gives his best. And it kind of could work that. Well, it could work. I understand that because it's not open and shut what Ten Hag is going to do, and that could be an option. I'm guessing there as well, like the things you mentioned. As we saw against Villa, Garnacho, if he doesn't start, coming off the bench, causing problems to knackered defenders. I mean,
that's what we
Ashley Young looked like he'd had enough of life.
I know, yeah.
In fact, and he went off not long after, didn't he? Yeah. And then it was the other kid, I can't remember the name of the other one, but the Villa players looked done.
They
looked shell shots off Garnacho.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going with. We're going to go with that.
I understand
Garnacho, boom, in the last 20, 30 minutes, really hammer home and get some... I'm done with winning games. Last night was an exception. Winning games just by a goal.
Yeah.
Let's get a nice 2-3 goal cushion under our belts.
Bit of that.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Go to my team. I've gone old school, right?
Wow.
I have gone 4-4-2, right? Bit of a diamond. I've gone Rashford and Martial up top, as you can see. Eriksen in your 10. Fernandes on the right-hand side. He has played there a few times, but mainly as the right-hand side of a front three. I've got him more of almost like a winger here. Garnacho on the left, I've just gone for it. He's flying, keep him flying. And I've gone Victor Lindelof at right back.
That's a wild team, that.
I mean...
Your team's mad.
Like, can I just say, though, it's not... I mean, it is a little bit wild, but stranger things have happened. I mean...
That spooked me, your team.
Martial's going to play. Rashford's going to play. But yeah, I mean, all right, we'll see. Get involved in the comments and the chat and let us know what you think about that team. Now, this podcast preview is brought to you by BetMate. Now, if you don't know about BetMate is a fantasy football app.
Got it on my phone?
You've got it on your phone there. Yeah, we've both been doing our teams. We'll get to that in a minute. Where you can play not just against the bookies or beat the bookies, you can play against your friends as well by joining the BetMate community. And what you do is you select 6 players from each side to form you pick a 7-a-side team plus subs, and you can win a share of up to £1,000. Just like Joe Smith did a few weeks ago. He won 250 quid.
Does my head
in. Hey, I know, it does my head in as well. He was
showing it off.
He was buzzing about that, and I was fuming. So use the code Paddock5 when you sign up to get £5 in free bets, and make sure you join the pot for Fulham versus United for £5. We'll go into our BetMate teams. Have a look at it now. I think this is your team.
Yeah, great team. Thank you very much for letting me show off my team. De Gea in goal.
Yep.
Martinez and Duffy.
Yep.
Then Casemiro and Bruno.
Yep.
I think they're going to do some worldy.
I love the fact you're reading there when we've got it on the screen.
I can't see.
Can you not?
I need glasses.
Yeah, go on then. Carry on.
I need glasses to drive.
I feel bad.
I couldn't read anything up there now.
Go on then.
Mitrovic up top. What happens with my subs? Do they get anything?
Yeah, I think you get. Yeah, don't worry about. The thing with this is it's powered by Opta as well, so you get points for things like interceptions and tackles and stuff like that. Obviously, you get more points if you get them scoring and assistings, and I don't think you get any points for throw-ins.
Goal kicks.
I'm pretty sure you don't get any points for goal kicks. There we go. Thank you. So you get. They get points if they played. That matters. So if your subs played, then I think they can get.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you can see there. There's the stats there. So yeah, most points you're going to get are stuff like penalty saves, goals, assists.
If the goalie scores, you get 20 points. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So you want to pick a goal-scoring goalie. In terms of Fulham, you've picked Mitrovic. Bring my team up. You know one player I've gone for? Pereira for them.
Oh, nice.
Scored against City, didn't he? Hey, so he's on fire.
You got loads of United.
Yeah, I've just got United.
You've played the system there big time, haven't you?
Go for United. You can pick 6 players for the same team, so I've picked 6 United players. I've made Bruno Fernandes my captain. I fancy him to get on the goals, and Marcus is my vice captain as well.
Casemiro's my captain.
Casemiro scored against Chelsea, so you never know.
Might change that.
Big thanks to BetMate. Make sure you go and check them out. There's a link in the description. Also, as well, they've just released their World Cup pots. So they're going to be doing these pots for the World Cup, so you can pick a team for World Cup games as well. So make sure you check that out. And they've also started doing a crowdfunding campaign, so you can invest in BetMate for as little as £10. Go and have a look. There's a link in the description. You can check out all the terms and conditions in that as well. So make sure you are gambling aware, and you are aware when you invest in things like crowdfunding as well, that your capital can be at risk. So make sure you check out all the T's and C's, but go and have a look at that. It's well worth checking out. Let's go on to our score predictions. You said that Mitrovic is in your BetMate team. Do you think that he's going to get a goal? Do you think this is a game where we can win but concede, or do you think we can get a clean sheet?
Listen,
I presume you're going for a win.
Yeah, a clean sheet would be an absolute wonderful way to end this little part of the season.
Yeah.
I think that Martinez and Maguire was interesting at West Ham. I know you've put that as your centre-back partnership.
Because I've got Victor on them, right, Anna?
Yeah, was interesting. I think we've got defenders who are actually, and although we've conceded the last couple of games, are actually having a nice run of form, but there's a nice chemistry going on there. No one seems isolated. No one seems like they don't fit. Shaw's picking up a little bit more form at the minute. Martinez looks like he can pair with either Maguire and Lindelof. It looks quite funny that Maguire and Lindelof sort of battling out to see who can be Martinez's best mate whilst Varane's injured. So I'm just hoping for a nice clean sheet. Mitrovic is class in front of goal, and there are times where we look a bit weak at the back, and he can just slip through and score. So I am going to say 3-1 to United.
3-1. Pathetic.
What are you going for? I think we're getting 3.
Yeah? All right. Do you know what? I'll go 4-0. Right?
Wow, that's really spooky. 4-0?
Yeah.
Who's scoring?
Because I'm, more of a confident fan than you. I'm a better fan than you are.
That. Who's scoring?
Marcus, all 4. Right.
Wow.
I'll go now.
Get on that.
I'll go Marcus will get a goal, Martial will get a goal, and Fernandes and Luke Shaw. Right, get involved in the chat and the comments.
He's lost his head.
If you agree with my prediction, if you agree with Joe's prediction, don't forget as well to check out BetMate. This has been the Fulham preview with my good friend, Joe McGrath from the Sloppy Joes podcast. So go and check them out as well. Thanks for watching.
See you later.